Guys, please subscribe and help the channel get to 150k subscribers. Yay! Welcome to my FANS Wethu TV. It's the Nedbank Cup. Kaizer Chiefs 4, free agent 0. I'm joined by the only fan with a PhD.
Stibo Okranmeauti.
Free.
Yeah. It's giving a winning for
Kaizer Chiefs. Why laugh?
No, a sigh of relief, and congratulations to Kaizer Chiefs. It's very unusual that you find a Kaizer Chiefs that hasn't conceded.
Yes.
You find a Kaizer Chiefs that has scored 4 goals.
Yes.
I mean, we can only congratulate them.
Yeah.
A team that is limping.
Yeah.
That is quite obvious. For them to come into the party and, just to make football exciting.
Yes.
And to be part of the last 16.
True.
That should be really commended.
Yeah.
I mean, it will make football business sense for them to be here. If Kaizer Chiefs is here, Orlando Pirates is here, Mamelodi Sundowns is here, and your Stellenbosch are here, I mean, it will make Nedbank worthwhile. Yes, but let's get into the game. They were playing a very lower league team in free agents.
Yeah.
And against Iwisa Kaizer Chiefs or Kaizer Chiefs today, let's call them Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah.
These guys were obviously they come from a lower league, and you cannot lie and say they were equally to Kaizer Chiefs.
Yes.
Obviously, we're expecting these guys to lose. If there be a football magic, we're expecting them to at least get a draw or maybe win through penalties.
Yeah.
Or maybe just to smash and grab a win. Sure. But one thing I like about this guy, they understood and realized their strength.
Yes.
Do not be misled, but what you see on the formation. That's why I usually don't look into it 4-4-2 or 5-3-1 or 5-3-2. Or 5. I don't really get misled by such. But by watching the game, I can tell you that these guys had. Their coach of free agents was very nice. In terms of his tactical awareness, he was able to start with 6 at the back, and he would play 2, and he'd play 6-2-2, or maybe play 6-3-1, and play very deep. He was using some sort of a high line, if one may say, but again, in realization that they were playing a very big team in Kaizer Chiefs, obviously compared to them. They really could hold Kaizer Chiefs until maybe to the 18th minute, until where Kaizer Chiefs Pule Mobi was able to break in defense and stuff, because I think he used quite some individual brilliancy, you understand. So it really created some chances in terms of Kaizer Chiefs, Yomfundo Vilagazi and these guys and stuff. Kosi, do you want to allude to something? Because the only fan with a PhD is busy talking to the nation, and I see that you're distracting such a great speech that is likely to be listened by the president himself, Cyril Ramaphosa. But anyway, Arioda, we understand that it's unlikely that you find a Kaizer Chiefs that is winning, so we accept any form of behavior from them. How's that Traela Kusuina?
You are next.
All right. But anyway, let's not confuse free agents with the likes of Orlando Pirates, Harioda. But this one thing I was saying, that these guys were playing very deep in understanding that yes, we are not a good team in terms of training and whatsoever, the fitness. But for me, their tactical awareness until Kaizer Chiefs was able to score that goal and the second goal. But one thing I liked, obviously, the coach or the assistant coach at the helm today was able to give players that don't really get a chance into playing such games, and in realization that they are playing a smaller team. You talk about your Mfundo Vilagazi, who hardly gets or starts the match. Today he started the match and played very well. And again, it's different. Games are approached differently when you're starting from the bench and when you're starting with the match. I mean, that it shows an element of growth in terms of Mfundo Vilagazi. Pule Mobi, for me, he's proven, and if you think this is a fluke, he also performs when he's playing even better teams. And you talk about Duba, for me, quite a great player, Duba. I mean, but when it comes to an element of discipline, I think even where he injured himself, to be honest with you, he was just trying to be clumsy. He wanted to I mean, he was using stats on that ball, and it was unnecessary for him, I think, from what I saw, because I didn't have the privilege of replay. Because there are people that would speak otherwise because they've got the privilege of replay. But he used some force, and the grass there was not so nice. I don't know if Makazi was using the pitch also on December or something, but it was not so nice. That's why he fell somehow. But that was unnecessary for him. He was supposed to look after himself, because his exclusion from this coming game also, it will also distract the team, because you don't need a Kaizer Chiefs that won't have a full squad in a derby, considering the kind of quality that Orlando Pirates has. So I think it's really a setback in terms of Kaizer Chiefs, because he was doing so well. He was scoring goals coming into these games. But you talk about Ditlokwe, you talk about Miguel, very nice two centre backs, I think, and this guy Mashiane that I was complaining about, Happy Mashiane. I mean, for me, he's your modern left back or a wing back that is able to give you attack even when you're going forward, because you could see Happy getting into the final third of the match, and he was able to sometimes dribble himself his way into the box, and that's good, because you've got a Pule Mubi and also a left back who can drift in and go inside. And you talk about Vilagazi, a quality player, given he's very young years of age, but his football brains and intelligence, he's always going forward, and you can tell that he's also pushed by his peers, the likes of Hilemo Fukeng, who's got a PhD or Shapavala. So you can tell that the boy wants to go forward and want to really better himself in terms of attack, in terms of playing football, and he understands the business of football. And this is one thing I like, and I've realized of recently, that he hardly I wouldn't want to say showboat, because my PhD comes from Africa, and I will not dare talk about showboating. I'll never become a European. I'll never be a sellout and talk about people who don't even understand the English, who says showboating. So, but anyway, but what I'm trying to say is, this is our football, and we need to embrace this football and advocate for it. If we need to protect it, we will do so. But I mean, he hardly does that into this game. He always goes forward with his sluggish left, always connecting with 1-2. You talk about Fressler, for me, one of the best right back in this country. But unfortunately, because Kaizer Chiefs has not been doing so well, it sounds, and I have to say this because I'm the only person who's qualified to say this in the whole world. It seems, and we are forever referring to Kaizer Chiefs players as like their best players. They are not bad players, and we are forever referring to Kaizer Chiefs fans as fans who do not understand football. And that's not the case. The difference is between, if I may to give this example, the difference is between Sundowns, Pirates and Chiefs. When you're not doing well as a team, people will then refer to you as someone who does not understand football because things do not suit you. If I were to give you an example, if things don't go right on myself, or maybe I don't have clothes, one would say I'm a fashion delinquent, but I don't have clothes. You understand? It's not because I cannot match or I get TV style or anything, but it's because things are not going well on my side. And today in football age, it sounds like Sundowns fans are the ones that understand football. And it's not really the case. It's just a matter of when things are going right, everything you say makes sense. But I'm not there because I'm the only person who's allowed to say things even beyond football. But anyway, Harioda, it's just like in life. When things are going right, it's like when you're the only person who makes sense, and us, we don't make sense. But I'm not there But what I'm trying to say is Kaizer Chiefs needed that player. I was very impressed when I was looking at this guy who was making them to link, and I was talking to not Matlo, the one who was playing in the middle, Ngobo. I was very impressed because Ngobo was playing that crucial role that I was complaining about, that Kaizer Chiefs need a player that will make the whole team tick, because now they are all over. There's no direction in that team. You don't have that point of reference into playing the ball. When you are playing the ball, you need that player where you can say, even if I don't know what to do with the ball, but let me give this guy, you understand, let me give Tito Patrick Maswanganyi. I know that he will calm the pressure and he will make the whole team to click. And for me, Ngobo is very important in this aspect. You might not realize what I'm trying to say, but you need a player that will connect the whole team. This is what Ngobo was doing. And for a player that has not been playing for a long time, for him to come here and really connect with Kaizer Chiefs players and make the whole team to tick and become that point of reference in terms of playing the ball, it was very crucial. And if I was Kaizer Chiefs fan, I would make sure that Ngobo, I overtrain him. He doesn't have a life beyond this game. Because I'm the only person, by the way, who's qualified to tell you this, even of the training. I would make sure that he doesn't have a social life. I'll make sure that I cut his other life beyond football. I would make sure that on weekends I train him, because he would be that important, or any other player that is to replica him will then come into the team and become that most important player. That's why I always talk about Peter Patrick Maswanga, to say from my side, he's the machine operator. You need those kind of players that will make the whole team tick. And you've got your Ngobo, who's got potential to become that player. He's definitely gifted. I mean, you cannot come into this big team by fluke. Obviously, you are that good, but you are yet to gain confidence. But you talk about when Duba was taken out due to injury. Yes. Then you've got a Chivaviro who's a number 9. And for me, he lacks confidence. But with time and everything, he's got potential, he's got strength. He was holding the balls, and he also gave a goal. I mean, if you can replace a number 9 to a number 9, a number 9 who has scored a goal, and a number 9 who then introduced later and scored a goal. But you talk about a Serino also, whom he's got undoubtable talent, short passes, how he links with the players, short opening up spaces, and also trying to make the whole team take, because he can also play as that winger who was cutting inside and plays almost as a number 10, and then was making the whole team tick, and he would play those long diagonal balls to Mfundo Vilakazi, whom for me, I think Sundowns, Kaizer Chiefs players are yet to understand that when I've got Mfundo Vilakazi and I'm playing as a number 9 or I'm a forward player, what I need to do, I need to understand when Mfundo Vilakazi goes to his right, is going to cut to his left, then his last ball, he will put it in between defenders and striker. Then you need to anticipate him as he touches the ball before he even cuts inside. You are in a position that will allow you to just tap in, because he did that, I think, 2 or 3 times. But unfortunately, they couldn't anticipate that space where they just need to go and finish. Eranga Chivaviro, he's a finisher. But now when you've got people that have created space for you to finish, this is the time to utilize that kind of opportunity into finishing such games. But anyway, since I've got a PhD of understanding football, I was watching Orlando Pirates away without really watching them. Tito Patrick Maswanganyi, the net today, let me congratulate the net that he blessed with 2 goals. Apparently, he passed 2 goals. I didn't literally watch the game, but my PhD allows me the satellite to watch such a beauty. By the way, the sniper himself, Mabaso, also blessed the net with a goal.
Those 3 goals
really connected very well according to my GPS understanding of football, a PhD obviously, class of my own. He was linking with Tito Patrick Maswanganyi. That's where I saw a clip where he was putting that Akenya Bolo, Akenya Game Ekon, and he's the only player, one of the few players, as I was congratulating Ngobo, to say we need players who have icons, who can calm and bring coolness into the game, because you cannot play football in the same pace as Tibo. We are not machines. Sometimes the game, when your opponent are really taking you, you need to press the game. Yes, I saw that they took the ball from him and they almost punish us. But at the end of the day, anything that is done in life, so is in football, it can go either way. But anyway, let me congratulate Kaizer Chiefs, because I will not have so much time to congratulate them as they are going to be punished on Saturday.
I need a man of the match.
Man of the match, I'll give it without any shade of a doubt. You give it to Pule Modi.
Thank him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.